For those of you who don't know how the Tea Party functions in Austin and don't know how the politicians view us, we're going to hear from a woman who's been there, done that, and strikes the fear of God into liberals in Austin.
You think they can hear her shoes coming down the hall?
She doesn't wear shoes. She's been on our radio show. This is a woman who believes that gun control is the Weaver stance. That's where you use both hands.
This is great.
Let's hear it for JoAnn Fleming.
Woo! Yeah.
The greatest lobbyist in Texas.
Hello, San Antonio Tea Party. I am here from beautiful East Texas, from Tyler, Texas, and you know that is the rose capital of the world. And some of those roses from Tyler have thorns for liberals, and that would be me. I'm here to make you mad today, and I appreciate the things that Mr. Tharp had to say and George, because I'm going to tell you a little bit more about another level of government that you need to really be mad about, and that is your state government. I will tell you that there are a lot of entrenched incumbents in Austin that need to be retired this May and then in November. You know, there's a wonderful fairy tale that's been painted, a story that's been told, and a picture that's been painted about the state of Texas that's absolutely not true. Now, let me tell you, I am a native Texan, and I'm very proud. I'm the only native Texan in my family, and my daddy says that's where I got all my rebellion from. But let me tell you what your state legislature has done to you. We've had elected officials that have been running for higher office, and so they run around telling everybody in the state of Texas, we don't spend all the money. Well, yes, we do. Did you know that the state of Texas has a $7.1 billion budget deficit waiting for the next legislative session in 2013? Did you know that? Did you know that they have spent your rainy day fund? Here's how. They used accounting gimmicks, they used a Medicaid credit card, and they've used all kinds of smoke and mirrors to balance your budget. For example, did you know that the state of Texas pushed forward by one accounting day, one day in the accounting period for this current budget, $2.3 billion to the foundation school program so they wouldn't have to count that money? Did you know that the state of Texas, on purpose, underfunded Medicaid caseload growth by $4.8 billion? That's the Medicaid credit card I'm talking about. So your rainy day fund will be used to pay the bills. Now, you know, the rainy day fund is supposed to be for emergencies. Stupidity is not an emergency. The rainy day fund should be preserved for wildfire season, for a bad hurricane season, for tornadoes that come through and cause a lot of damage. Do you know in the Midwest and a lot of the cities and counties that have been struck by tornadoes, that those cities and counties are bankrupt? They don't have the money to put together infrastructure so that their people can carry on commerce and business and get their lives back in order. So what happens when a county spends all its money, when a city spends all its money, and when a state spends all its money? Guess what you get to do? You get to go and you get to kneel down in front of Washington, D.C., and you beg them to send some emergency aid and to send some dollars to your state. I don't know about you, but I am sick and tired of elected officials believing that we are going to go willingly into complete bondage to the federal government. Another sad thing about the state of Texas is that we are drifting closer and closer to California. Did you know that? Well, here's how you can tell. Did you know that the state of Texas has more people on food stamps today than the state of California? Did you know that last year the state of Texas spent more on orthodontic services for kids on Medicaid than all 49 other states combined? Let me say that again. When you go driving through some of the cities and you see the marquees that have free braces on them, have you seen them? That's Medicaid. That is your state that is using your tax dollars to pay for orthodontic services for kids on Medicaid. And last year we spent $184 million on that one part of Medicaid. That was more than all the other 49 states combined. And on top of that, did you know that you spent another $13 million for transporting those kids from home or school to the orthodontist? They will pay for 26 trips per child. You spent another $13 million just on the transportation of those kids. Now, do we have kids that need services? Absolutely.